Hey, this is Nick from Prestman Auto. I'm just doing a quick video walkthrough of our 2015 Audi S4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk all the way around the vehicle. We'll check for any dents, any scratches, any blemishes on the outside. Then we'll go inside the vehicle. We'll go over some of the features real quick, make sure it's working properly. And then finally, we'll pop the hood and evaluate a little bit under there. I also had a request to check out underneath the vehicle, so I'll sneak under there at one point to check that out, see if there's any rust or anything underneath. So first things first, this one is currently in its line to be detailed up. So it's gonna have a little bit of just dirt on it right now because it's waiting to get cleaned. So for the purposes of this video, just know that's there. But aside from that, the exterior on this is looking really, really nice. It's a 2015, like I said, so it's not the newest model, but I mean, you never know. It looks great. Let's check the tires out on here. Tires are also looking very new, so they might have put some new ones on it. Let's see. So I'm super biased for the purposes of this video because I'm a sucker for Audis. I really like Audis. They're so nice. All right, so normally I'd talk during the walk around the outside, but there's really not much to talk about. It looks phenomenal. I'm not gonna keep saying it, so it looks great. Let's go inside. We'll check some of the features real quick, make sure everything's working properly. So the inside on here is stock. I double checked on it, so to answer your question there, if you were wondering, it is. So I'm gonna leave the camera right here when I turn on the vehicle. That way if there's any warning lights, there's anything popping up on the dash, you'll be the first to know. All right. So looks great. There's nothing up here. Let's see if we can cycle through a couple things. That's just the audio on my cell phone. Yeah, looks great. So go over some of the features. Obviously the audio is working. That was just on. So that's super fun. You're gonna have your dials down here, which will control most of things up there. So that's always fun. Go back. Telephone, let's look at the car. Dynamics, auto, comfort. Let's check that. So generally speaking, pretty straightforward stuff. Go back. But yeah, everything's working properly down here, so that's awesome. On the Audis, you're gonna be able to start the engine with the key, which I also think is super fun, just starting it this way. You also have the start stop, which is great. Parking brake. Got the sunroof up here, which is always very fun. So we can go over features all day, but I'm not gonna belabor the point. I did have a request to listen to the exhaust to see if it was any louder than normal. Turn ignition off before leaving car. So there we go. So let's see what we can do to hear for that. I'm just gonna rev it. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know how well that transferred in the video, but just so you know, that was it did not sound very loud. It was pretty, I don't want to say uneventful, but yeah. So let's check out under the hood and underneath the vehicle real quick, and then we should be good to go. All right, So I don't know how mechanically inclined you are or aren't, but in either case, you should always look into the hood of every vehicle you're looking to buy. The reason being, even if you don't know a nut from a bolt, you do know what neglect looks like. So if all the metal pieces are covered in rust, if there's acid buildup all around the battery, you should probably ask a couple more questions at that point. Maybe it's fine, you never know, but you should at least be digging a little bit deeper. That being said, this looks phenomenal. I really don't have much to say about this other than this is pretty much exactly what you want to see when you open the hood of an engine bay. So if you are mechanically inclined, I'm sure we could talk more about that, but generally speaking, this is really, really good. So let's see if I can get a good shot underneath the vehicle. Give me just one sec. All right. So I'm not sure how well this is coming through on the video, but the main things I'm looking for down here are if there's any rust, mainly rust buildup. And the long and short of it is no, I'm really not seeing much of that at all, actually. Let me see if I can check it from the back, get a better look for you. Yep, so this one looks super solid. I don't think it lived its life in Utah where the roads can do that. And if it did, then they avoided it. So either way, it seemed to be good to go. So if there's anything more specific that you do want to see, just let me know. I'm more than happy to show you anything on here. But for now, this is your Audi.